Today you're starting your final draft for your project. On your paper, don't forget to write your name, your class, and your table color. When you're ready to grab your final draft paper, you can, but this is an important step you can't forget. Then you're going to use your pencil to start with a horizon line and draw your large pieces. Remember to put first things first and think about your larger objects, but don't worry so much about your details. I drew my details, and you're going to see what happens as a result later on when I start to paint. When you go to start painting, you need to start from the top down and you need to work quickly. You might not want to paint the entire sky at once. You might want to work in sections, but I'm putting blobs of color across that section that I know are a part of the recipe, and then I'm going to use my paintbrush to blend those colors together. If you get distracted and the paint dries quickly, you're going to be left with a bunch of polka dots and not a mixed color. So make sure that you work fast. If you feel anxious or worried about that, just work in sections at a time instead of doing the whole sky at once like I did. Make sure you start on your sky. Everyone should start on the sky and at the top of their paper today. I'm going back with my brush to even out some of my colors and make sure everything looks blended, adjusting my recipe as needed to make my blue look equal and even. Sometimes I might use just a wet brush to slide the color around and blend easily. I'm adding my sun, but that could have been a detail I went back and added later, but I'm going to continue to work down my paper. So now I'm focusing more on the middle and the big things, biggest to smallest, top to bottom. As you can see, when I painted my Eiffel Tower and my buildings, I covered up my small details. It's too hard to paint around them when I'm mixing my color. So I fill in the whole shape and then know that later I'll go back and add those things on top. I'm continuing to work down my paper, mixing and blending my colors as I go, and I'm knowing that next time when it's dry, I can add my details when it's dry. You could use a small brush, colored pencils, or oil pastels next time, but it's not a choice for today. Be careful about your time today. Before you start painting a new color or section, take a look at the clock and see if you have enough time to totally make that happen today. It might be a good idea to wait until next time.